You know, it's funny how things work out. Jason McGoley just sent me a text and said, Coach, hopefully I can get back with the team tomorrow. So he got his wish. He'll be back with us. Looks like he's going to get in. He'll probably come rolling in about the 8th inning. So it's a good story brewing here. That's for sure. But Jason's going to be back with us tomorrow, and you know that lifted our guys' spirits up. They're disappointed we're not playing tonight, but you know getting their teammate back tomorrow is a big deal for them.
The right call, though, Coach. Right? I mean, a game that means so much to two teams, you really can't take any chances of trying to rush and get this thing done.
No question. I think the biggest thing is with the pitchers. You talk about getting guys started and then shutting them down. This late in the tournament, you need your starters to give you a quality start. And if you go 2 innings and you get hit with a cell, which there's a lot of cells still out there to the west, and I think they made the right decision, and they've got everyone's best interest at heart. Certainly we wanted to play tonight. Coach Tanner did, and so do I. But I think it's the right decision.
If you guys win, you have to play twice tomorrow. What's your thought on that?
Well, that's what happens when you get in the loser's bracket. You know, that's why you always say stay in the winner's bracket. You don't have to worry about things like that. We're in the loser's bracket. It's not going to be easy. Certainly to beat 2 SEC teams in one day. That's a great story if it happens, but we've got to worry about South Carolina first, and they're a great team. And if we win that, then we'll go home and take a nap and see if we can get back at Arkansas.
But also another day of rest, too. Starring gets another day of rest, Boris gets another day of rest, and then you got some options should you be able to win that first game.
Yeah, no question. I mean, I think we're in good shape pitching-wise, and you know, our bullpen guys get another day to kind of get a breath and gather themselves a little bit. So, yeah, I think we're in as good a shape as we possibly can be this late in the tournament.
Give us the breakdown now on Bagoli, on just how his travel plans are working out now.
Well, he's taking a flight about 10 a.m. He still has some family things to do tomorrow morning, so he wants to make sure. I mean, this is something that we're very sensitive to, and to his needs and his family's needs. So he's finishing up some things with his family tonight and tomorrow morning. Leaving at 5 a.m. is just not a good option for him. We talked about that with him. We gave him the option, and he's got some things he needs to take care of. We certainly understand that. He lands in Omaha about 1:20, so we're gonna get him here as soon as we possibly can, and see what happens. I mean, you know, we feel very good about Nick Hamilton. He's been our DH for the majority of the year, but we need all of our troops here to win these games, and Jason's going to be here. We hope for the end of it.
You couldn't get a 1 o'clock start?
couldn't get a 1 o'clock start. We've got 2 more games behind us, so yeah, that couldn't happen.
How about a police escort?
That's something we're talking about. I mean, they've given us a police escort 2 blocks away from our hotel here, so that's something that we'll actually look into and try to get him here as soon as possible.
So just to be clear, what are your pitching plans then for tomorrow?
Well, Tyler Scalina is going to start. Our plans are he's going to throw a complete game, but you know, he's going to get hopefully 6 or 7, give us a strong game. Our bullpen takes over, and then we'll just see where we are. I mean, we have to do everything we can to win. Tomorrow morning, Coach Tanner is going to do the same thing, and you worry about the 8 o'clock game if you get there. And I hope I have that decision to make, and we'll sit down. Coach Burkbeck and I will sit down and talk about our options. David Starn is an option. Ryan Mace is an option. So we've got 2 very good starters that we could go with.
At what point did you start getting your players kind of prepared for this possibility?
Right around 7:30, just with looking. I mean, they had the radar up on the big screen up there, so all the guys could see it and see everything out to the west still coming. So I think our guys kind of knew it was happening, and we prepared them about 7:30 after I met with some of the NCAA officials that it's not looking good. We hit a little bit extra, and guys were ready to go, but we were prepared for the possibility of playing 2 games tomorrow.
So who was coordinated with Bagoli?
We've got an associate athletic director, Kathy O'Donnell, who traveled home with him, and she will travel back with him tomorrow.
Okay. So you're working through her?
That's correct. Yeah, I've talked to her several times, and I haven't spoken to Jason. We've texted back and forth several times, and he's doing as good as you can under the circumstances. And you know, again, he's got to take care of family matters first, and that's always going to come first, no matter what. And then he's going to join his teammates tomorrow.
Was the funeral today, Coach?
The funeral was today.
How do you think your guys kind of held up during all the downtime today? I mean, you said they hit some. Anything else go on down in the dugout?
Not really. Guys were loose. I mean, they were playing fake games down in there. Guys were throwing pitches and taking fake swings. I mean, you know, the baseball players are a unique bunch. And at South Carolina, looked like they tied one of their freshmen up in the locker room. I mean, it's amazing. Baseball, no, not that I know of. Not that I know of. But baseball players are interesting creatures, that's for sure, and they keep themselves busy. And rain delays there's always something funny that comes out of rain delay, no matter where you are. I'm glad our guys weren't dancing out on the tarp, that's for sure. But they keep themselves occupied, and this is such a nice place. You can go into the locker room and watch. They're actually playing hangman in the locker room. The kids, the game you played when you were 5 years old, there, and they're playing hangman and just having fun and relaxing, watching some Sports Center, and they're anxious to play, but it is what it is, and we'll just get ready to play tomorrow.
And you were, I guess, totally okay with the decision as far as let's play 3 tomorrow?
Well, no question. I mean, you can't. Playing at midnight's just not a very good option, and that's what we were kind of looking at is, starting a game at best at 10:30, getting done at 1:30 in the morning, getting back at the hotel at 2 a.m. What are you going to eat? Think of the logistical things that you have with it. How are they going to sleep? And then you got to come back, and the winner's got to come back and play. Just not didn't make a lot of sense to do it. And we always talk about student athlete welfare, and the NCAA guys here were outstanding thinking about that. And they wanted to make sure our guys were in the best scenario possible. And unfortunately, right now the best scenario is playing at 11 a.m.
Stay with the gold uniforms tomorrow?
Going to stay with the guys. Tyler Scalina's decision. We asked him that and told him that they're a little bit wet. Hang them over the shower, and we'll get ready to go tomorrow.